Alam is what you know by. It's the instrument of knowledge. That's why it comes from ilm itself. It's the instrument of knowledge. And so knowledge is the single most important thing that we do as human beings. Why? Because we are knowers by our very nature. This is what sets us aside from all the other animals. And this is why Allah says about people that don't seek knowledge, إِنْهُمْ كَالْأَنْعَامِ بَلْ هُمْ أَضَلُّ سَبِيلًا. They're like cattle. No, they're even more astray. Why? Because a cow is being a cow. Its being is being fulfilled in its cowness. But a human that does not seek knowledge is not being a human, because it's not fulfilling its humanity as a knower. This is what we are as human beings. And this is why life itself is a spiritual experience. You've got all these people, I want a spiritual experience. This is it, folks. This is the spiritual experience. Because how are we experiencing it? With consciousness, which is not a material thing. It's a spiritual thing. We're experiencing it through the senses, but the reality of our lives are spiritual realities. We're having a spiritual experience right now by simply being conscious. You don't need, if you want an altered consciousness, there's drugs for that. That's why people take drugs, because they don't understand they're already having a spiritual experience. They don't need drugs to have a spiritual experience. You don't need to jump out of a plane to have a spiritual experience. You don't need to be on Mount Kilimanjaro to have a spiritual experience. It's right here and right now. It's just simply being aware, being conscious, because this is an immaterial phenomenon. Consciousness is not a material reality. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created the human being, خَلَقَهُ, right? مِن طِينٍ. He created him from طين. This is the body. It's made of mud, material matter, water and earth, which is the essential elements of this planet. Water and earth. 70% water, 30% earth. Like our bodies, 70% water, 30% earth. Allah created us min طين, right? But then He said, نَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِن رُوحِي. I breathed into it from my ruh. So this is, when He talked about the nafs, the soul, He didn't call it teen. He said it came from His ruh. Because your soul is not a material thing. It's a spiritual thing. And it's your soul, through the vehicle of the body, that's experiencing the world. You can't experience the world through anything other than your soul. And that's why mere experience of life on earth is a spiritual experience. And there are people that become aware of it, and there are people that think they're having a material experience. They're called materialists. They deny the unseen, even though their very soul can't be seen. Their own consciousness can't be seen. You cannot find consciousness in a microscope. Scientists have been looking for it for a very long time, and they haven't found it. So the very thing that enables them to deny the spirit is the spirit itself. And this is why the malahida are ahmaqun nas. They're the most stupid people. They are.